Hey everybody, today's video is going to be all about my favorite face masks. I'm super excited about this because face masks are definitely some of my favorite things ever. Like, I just love them. I use them so frequently and mix and match. And I was going to include some that aren't my favorites, but I was like, why even include those? Like, let's just focus on the great ones. So the first one is one that you have probably heard me talk about. Oh, and I have like the Sephora website pulled up so I can tell you like how much they are and kind of a little bit about them, about ingredients and whatnot. So the first one is the Neutrogena Clear Pore Cleanser and Mask, and this has, what percent? 3.5% benzoyl peroxide. So it is a white mask that you can either use as a cleanser or a mask. I use this in the shower. So I put this in the shower and I kind of do it in between a cleanser and a mask. So it's not going to like harden or, you know, like dry per se, but it's going to be on longer than a cleanser. And so I apply this a fairly thick layer to my face and it just works really well. It's gentle, but I feel like it does help. I mean, all of these I love, so I'm just gonna kind of be telling you about what they do. I find that this is supposed to be a deep cleaning and extra oil control mask. And yeah, it's just supposed to be aimed more towards acne prone skin. I love it. I've been using this for years. I've used so many of them. It just works so well and I love that. And that's about, it's about $8 around that. So the next one is this. This is a little sample and I keep this in my shower as well. So I don't think I've actually ever used this as like a real mask out of the shower, but it is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. So it is a gray charcoal color. It's $25 for the full size. And it says a mask with activated charcoal to draw out deep dwelling pore cloggers. So yeah, has clay and the charcoal. So it's supposed to basically just pull anything out of your skin. Now I find that this is very gentle. Now, like I said, I've only used it in the shower, so if you're using a mask in the shower, I feel like it's a little bit less efficient because it's constantly like moist and it's not drying per se. But I do like this. I apply this in the shower and I feel like it works. It's not exfoliating or anything, but I do think that it helps and it's a nice texture and yeah, nothing crazy, but nothing bad to say. And doesn't have a crazy smell or anything, so that's always a plus. The next one is one that I'm a little bit on the fence about, and it is the Dr. Dennis Gross Color Smart Cleanser and Mask. Now at Sephora this is $28, and okay, the thing about this, as it says on the website, it says a specially formulated cleanser and mask hybrid formulated with touch-activated citrus enzyme bead complex, which releases actives that assist with anti-aging. Okay, so this is orange, and you're supposed to rub it in, and it's supposed to turn colors. Now, you know, I don't know how gimmicky it is, whatever. Okay, it doesn't make you look like a pumpkin. I will say that, and it's kind of crazy. But, and it says on here what else you need to know. Avoid the eye area. And yeah, that's it. Specifically says that. This stuff, like it says, has enzymes in it, and you're supposed to use it on dry skin. And it says, with dry hands, massage onto dry face until mask changes color. And you can just wait a few minutes if you want to use it as a mask. Now, okay. I think this works. It makes my skin feel squeaky clean, which some people hate, but for me, since I have oily skin, I do like that every so often. But this stuff, you do not even put it close to your eyes. I made the mistake of doing that the first time. I applied it dry. I applied it like a normal mask, you know, like I get my masks about right here because I do get a decent amount of dry, like scaliness right here. So I like to exfoliate that off. It burned like fire. I was like, Oh my gosh, I turned bright red. It hurt so bad. And I was like, never again. I'm not going to use this. I can't do it. But what I've found is that if you basically don't follow the instructions and dampen your face a teeny bit and really avoid the eye area, it's a lot more manageable and tolerable. It's way better that way, I find. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something else about it. Dang. Can't remember. Oh. And do not use this after you've exfoliated. Do it on a day when you're not going to exfoliate, or exfoliate that morning if you're using it at night. Because this stuff, you know, it has like enzymes and like legit stuff in it. So if you're putting this on fresh, exfoliated skin, man, you're going to regret it. It's amazing if you use it properly, but just be warned, it's intense. The next one is, let's see, I'll say my very favorite two for last. This is the Glamglow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. This is the sample. I have the full size somewhere. I think it's in my mom's cabinet, and who knows where it is, because once something enters that, it's like, who knows where it went. But this is $69 like the other Glamglow masks. But go on Amazon. Glamglow sells them for $45 on there. They're legit. You know, why waste the extra money, you know? So I really like this. Now, although I have oily skin, I do get dry patches sometimes, and this is just great. I call it like my peanut butter mask because it looks like peanut butter kind of. Smells like coconuts. It's really great. It says, let's see what it has in there. Hyaluronic acid and citric acid for deep hydration, and moisturizing sugars and acids from apples, oat, beet glucan, whatever that is, ginger root, honey, coconut, and teoxy olive leaf. So it's got some good stuff in there. And I just really like this. I like this for multi-masking, so I'll apply another mask kind of in my T-zone. I did this a few days ago actually, and I applied this on my forehead, kind of like up near my eyes, around my mouth, and like on my jawline where I don't need as much like exfoliation or deep cleansing, anything harsh. And I just really like this. If you have dry skin, I would highly recommend this. And they say that you can either use it as a mask or leave it on overnight, and I've done that before. Just apply a really thin layer and kind of rub it in, and then right before I go to bed I kind of rub it in again, take off any excess, and just let it sink in. And it's really nice, and it really hydrates and just feels amazing. And yeah, I mean, if you have dry skin, this is something that's unique. I feel like a lot of masks are meant to be like detoxifying or clarifying or brightening or exfoliating, and this is the opposite. It's supposed to hydrate. And I would also recommend this if you do a really harsh treatment and you find that your skin is maybe a little bit irritated, to put this over afterwards. So you exfoliate and do whatever and then hydrate afterwards. And it's just great. I love it. It works so well. And like I said, I have the full size as well. Okay. The next one is the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. And this is a peel-off mask. This is a sample. The full size is $34. I'm obsessed. I've used it a few times. Now this is black, okay? It's as black as this tube. So it's a little bit, you know, you might want to warn people that you're gonna put this on, because, you know, you can look a little frightening if you come around and your face is legit black. It's intense. It's intense, and it's shiny, and yeah, you look like you have a mask on. I mean, you do, but, you know, a legit mask. But this has, let me see, ingredients. Oh, goodness. It's a bunch of weird stuff. Vitamin C. It has clay and witch hazel, which is great for blemishes. And this is just supposed to be a brightening mask. It says a groundbreaking mineral-rich mask that peels off to deliver powerful, detoxifying, purifying, and brightening effects. So, yeah, clay to draw out dirt and oil, exfoliation, refining pores, firming skin, reduce inflammation, strips away dead skin, impurities, and excess oil to reveal immediate and visible results. That's 100% true. You do have to apply a thick layer of this or it doesn't peel off well, so that's the only negative, is that you really do have to use quite a bit of it. And I use this mostly in my nose and cheek area where I get the most oily and the most breakouts. You do have to leave it on for a while. I think it says 30 minutes. Yes. Or until it dries. And let me see about smell real quick. It smells like the other Boscia stuff, so their scent. But this stuff, oh my goodness. When I peel it off, I can immediately see that it's helped my skin. It looks brighter. It looks just so much better. Even if my skin isn't perfect, it looks better. It looks bright and fresh and clean and clear and just perfect. It's not super drying. It's not, anything oily or greasy. It helps remove any impurities on your skin. I really like it. And who doesn't love a peel off mask? Like peeling that off, it satisfies something. I don't know what it satisfies, but it's just, peeling that off is like, yes, I'm doing something good. And it obviously takes off any dead skin, all of that. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this. I used it a few days ago and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get hooked on this. I could use this like every day. Like, oh my God, it's just so fabulous. Like the results that you get it's like nothing else. I don't know how exactly it works, but your skin just looks phenomenal afterwards. I love it. And the last one, definitely not least, is the Glamglow Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment. Like I said, get this on Amazon for 45 bucks, not 69 at Sephora. Just a tip for you. But this has ingredients: French sea clay, volcanic rock, and tea tree leaves. Okay. This stuff is holy grail. I love it. Glamglow, you are doing something right. Your stuff works. It's phenomenal. It's worth the money. The one in the white tub, what is that one called? Super Mud? It's like the Super Mud clarifying treatment or something like that. I need to get that one as well because I've had a sample. It's amazing. But this is my second jar of this, I think. Yeah. And it's gray. It has a smell. I don't know what it is, but it's just the mask smell to me. And what I do is I wet my face, so it's damp, and use a foundation brush to apply this. And I saw Laura from My Makeup Perspective talk about that with, I think, one of the Glamglow masks, and she was like, use a foundation brush because it applies a thin layer that is, an effective amount, but it doesn't waste any product. And I love that. You don't have to get your fingers in there, especially if you have nails, digging in a pot of mask, it gets everywhere. But, that's a great tip, the foundation brush thing. But this is just amazing. It can burn if, your skin is raw, or if you've already exfoliated. Don't exfoliate before this because this is super exfoliating. That's what it's supposed to do. But I just leave it on my skin. Your skin gets super, your face gets really tight. You can't really move it around. But it just works so well. And it's obviously going to help with blackheads and breakouts and whatever, but it's just great for exfoliating because you use it, and it does have chunks of like tea leaves, and yeah, the rest is a little bit gritty as well. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna rinse this off, whatever, it's just gonna kind of go away, like it's gonna be exfoliating. And then you rinse it off, you're starting to rinse it off, and you're like, okay, this is like really gritty. Like it feels like it's not coming off. And that's like the beauty of it, is that it's super exfoliating and it's just really nice. I always have great skin. It's great for clearing up any sort of skin issues. I just really love it. I have a few masks that the rest of the masks are more chemical exfoliants, while this is a physical exfoliant. It's more gritty in texture and you can kind of feel it, while the other ones are more chemical based. But yeah, so I hope this video was useful. I feel like, although my descriptions of them probably were not that great, they are very different. There are some more gentle ones, and then I have some harsh ones, moisturizing, peel off, kind of just different things. So just kind of decide what you're looking for in a mask, if it's like anti-aging or moisturizing or acne or exfoliation, whatever it may be, and you can definitely find something. And okay, all of these brands have other masks that I'm dying to try, like the Boscia ones, the Origins, and the other Glamglow one that I haven't bought the full size of. And I think they have another one as well, the new orange one. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'll have to look that up, but I'm probably going to try that too. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful and you learned something new about face masks. They're definitely something that I love to do, and like I love that when I get to do a face mask, I'm like, yes, because it just feels so like beneficial, and you're like, okay, I'm doing something great for my skin. This is gonna work. This is great. So yeah, it's my favorite part of my beauty routine. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.